Welcome to Personal Space. This is a part of Greyspace where you get to talk about your personal experience in dating. So I have with me today, I have Channell. Can you go ahead and tell us a little bit about you? Are you in a relationship? Where are you in your dating life? What are you looking for?
I am currently not in a relationship. I'm currently focusing on myself, being a little selfish, taking some time off from being in a relationship due to experiencing some things and needing some time off from, being tied down.
Okay. So when you say experiencing some things, if you don't mind me asking, are those like positive, negative, or?
No, negative things.
Negative.
Yeah.
And you don't have to if you don't want to. Do you mind sharing like at all, a little bit?
Yeah, sure, no problem. I went to college, and when I was in college, I was in a relationship for approximately like 4 years. I met my ex-boyfriend as a freshman in college, and we dated throughout our entire college career. Mm-hmm. And it was a pretty up and down relationship. We definitely had our rough patches. And freshman year and sophomore year, it was perfect. That's how relationships go, usually the first and second year. And then junior year and senior year is when I started to see true colors. When you change your friends, the people you hang around, things started to change. I was on the dance team and the modeling team, and I ended up finding out that my boyfriend slept with 2 girls from both of the teams.
Oh, so 4 in total? Or one from each?
One from each, yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, well, they were both on the dance team and modeling team, so.
Oh, wow, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
So that's just based off of that, you need time for yourself.
Yeah, it's been 3 years since I've broken up with him, and I need all the time I can get.
Yeah, I would think after being with someone for that long.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Definitely.
And that was like my only real relationship. So just taking some well-needed time off is like really good. It's doing me well.
This question might have like a little bit of a limited range for you since, like you said, you were in college, so you were a freshman, you met this person you were with them until your junior, your senior year, mm-hmm. And then now it's been 3 years since you've broken up. So either in the 3 years, or even if you want to count high school in this question, has there been a situation where you've shied away from a relationship or sabotaged a relationship because you felt, too emotionally insecure, or you didn't want to let go of any inhibitions that you had emotionally?
I've definitely shied away from relationships since then. It's not that I can't, get in a relationship or someone doesn't want to be with me. It's that when I start to get to know someone, I think I still kind of have a guard up in a way.
Right.
And that guard is, I know I can't get into one right now until that guard is let down. So I almost feel like that situation kind of made me cold in a sense.
Yeah.
Where I don't really feel anything towards certain people.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And that's very heartbreaking to hear that you feel the situation made you feel really cold. I mean, I feel that. Like, that's mm-hmm. really terrible. Do you feel that maybe, there's this idea that bad relationships kind of help you grow as a person, mm-hmm. And there can be some positive aspects about it.
Definitely.
Do you feel like you're experiencing any of the positive aspects, or do you feel like it's purely negative for you and you're kind of waiting to come up the hill?
No, I feel like I'm pretty much at the hill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm experiencing a lot of great things. I've learned how to value myself and just know my worth.
Right.
I know what I deserve now, so looking at things at that perspective, it definitely is a positive thing.
Looking back on your relationship, and you can let me, we don't have a safety word, but you can let me know if we're going too far with the question. Do you, in retrospect, see any kind of like red flags on your relationship that you think maybe, when you were saying freshman and sophomore year, it was so perfect, and then kind of like junior and senior year, you found out about these horrible things. Mm-hmm. Do you see anything now where you're like, oh, I sort of missed that?
I don't think I missed it, more so than I avoided it, or I realized it, but I didn't speak up on it, or I just kind of let it, pass by. So I kind of turned a blind eye toward it, which was what I'm trying to say. So I saw it all along, and I said something sometimes, but then you know how guys are, it's like, oh, you tripping, stuff like that. So you'll get that really quickly. So then it's like you gotta chill, because then you're gonna look crazy.
Wow, I could ask you so many questions. I could ask you so many questions about that. So I have actually had a man tell me once, that feeling that you have that something's not right, or that thing that you're thinking is a problem, that your man's gonna tell you, oh, you're tripping, oh, you're being crazy. I've had a man tell me that's your woman's intuition and you should always trust it. Would you agree with that?
It's so true, 110%. It's true. I definitely go with my gut feeling. Since that whole situation, it carries me. So the moment I feel that something is off, I know for sure that something is definitely off. I don't question it, and then it ends up being true.
That is crazy how that works. And it's amazing how, you know, the lengths that people will go to make you feel like you're wrong.
Most definitely.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for anyone that may be watching that may be in a similar situation to you or think that they might be in a similar situation to you? Like, what advice would you give to your past self or someone who's having a similar experience?
I would probably say to trust your gut.
Yeah.
Definitely trust your gut. You're not crazy. You're not crazy at all. Those feelings that you may be experiencing, that you're having, it's not for a reason. Well, it is for a reason.
Right.
But you're not crazy at all. Just know what you deserve. Like, you deserve better. There's definitely more out there than, you know, this guy that or this woman that you're dealing with, you know?
Right.
So.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
I'm really glad we were able to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed and following us. And keep an eye out for our polls and live events. There's lots more content coming soon.